we went to one of his government departments, and I stood up to ask a question, and I just stood up and I could just see the room spinning. It just started spinning and I started hearing voices. It felt like, it seemed like everyone was looking at me and people were whispering, but oh, that's her, that's her. It felt like a panic attack. I've never had a panic attack, and neither have I had that feeling again. So I'll call it a panic attack. It was so bad. I don't think I even finished my question. I just sat and I left that meeting. I didn't even finish hearing whatever that was being said at that meeting. I left. And I've never attended a briefing session again. If there's a briefing session, someone else goes. I don't want to go. And then gradually, it's only, it was like a year or 2 years later, because I didn't realize what I was doing up until my daughter said this to me. It's quite recent. It's quite recent foot. This comment that my daughter said. I think actually it was in 2023, roundabout towards the end of the year. She comes to me and she says, Mama, why don't you like looking pretty anymore? I'm like, hey, but what do you mean? So like, you don't dress up anymore. Why? Oh, that question hit so hard, eh? For her to notice that. And I sat with myself and I asked myself, Nyanike, why don't you? And Nyani, when I looked at the way I dress, it was very drapey clothes, very mamishy clothes, baggy everything. I stopped wearing heels. And this is before COVID. No, this was obviously. Yeah, I started doing this. Before COVID. Yeah, it was before COVID. So me dressing like this was not because like wearing heels and stuff. It was not because I was not used to anymore. Because even when COVID hit, I had stopped taking care of myself, and wearing makeup and looking good and going to work. Yeah. And I think for me, I have not been to therapy. But I think when I sit with myself and try to understand what's going on, that conversation that I had with that adult came back. I kind of feel like subconsciously, I just told myself, but perhaps let me hide myself. Let me stop looking pretty. Let me stop dressing up, because when I do, I attract the wrong attention. And also, I think the reason why I did that was an understanding of how vulnerable I am as a businesswoman working in the Eastern Cape. I don't know about other provinces who is unmarried. Because I recall a conversation that I had with one friend of mine who's a man, who's also a business owner, and who's unmarried. And I don't know what we're talking about, but it was like, he's never going to have his wife working in business. When I asked him to unpack it, he was just like, no, he's never going to have inkosikazi yakhe working in business, because he knows how it is. And I think this is one of the things, because you are so exposed and there's no HR, there's no union. If there is, please let me know. Please let me know. Because you find people who are going to call you and be like, ndilapha eMonti. They had a meeting or whatever. I'm booked at the Blue Lagoon. Can you please, there's something that I want to discuss. And then you agree, and then Umdu calls you at 6:30 in the evening. Yo. I don't do such things, guys. Let's have a meeting during business hours. Let's have a meeting during business hours, good guys. And if you're gonna meet after hours, let it be a group session. I'm much more comfortable with that. Sadly, there is no good ending. Like, it's not a fairy tale. I'm not gonna say, and she lived happily forever after. Nah. I think even me recording this video and being open to having it posted publicly is just me healing. I'm still healing from it, because I still have not come to a point where I attend briefings. I don't think I'm ever gonna go back there again. I'm still very much in that sweaters and jeans and heavy dresses and phase. For instance, one of the reasons why I started doing the Fab Vlogmas last year was because of the conversation that I had with my daughter around about November, December in 2022. No, was it 2023? Yes. So me creating that content was just a way of me tricking my brain to get into that headspace. That's why I love being in the space of content creating, because it forces me to do things that I wouldn't normally get myself to do. And this is an example. This is a case study in itself, because this is the only reason why I'm talking about it, because I just had an idea. I had a question popped up in my head about, why don't you do a story time about this? I think this is a story to tell, because I don't know if there are other women who feel the way I do, or who are not as comfortable with how working in the business space and the exposure one is exposed to. English. And the dangers and the good energy and like I remember there was one other client, government client as well. So I was there doing obviously what I need to do, and I was walking down the passage, and there was a group of men standing, and I was approaching them. So I go hello, and I pass, and then there's a comment that says, "Hey, uzbanibana kahagi," and I'm thinking, and I just laughed it off, but I was like, in my head I was like, "Aybo, sisemsebenzini ii-hugs zingenaphi? I don't know you at that level." It's not even about levels, it's about access. I don't know you in, yeah, I think as izinto if but it is what it is. It is what it is. And it also made me realize, but I'm not a business person, yes, to be quite honest. I'm not, but I'm just a girl who gets things done. Yeah, I'm just a girl who gets things done. I don't have the heart for being in business. And I'm slowly realizing that in order for you to be in business, you need to also, a part of you, a part of your soul, a part of your body, a part of your everything is in it. And I think I'm unwilling to be in it with my body, with my spirit, with my everything. My mind is the only thing, and umsebenzi wezandla that I'm willing to put in. Nothing else. The end. The story ends there. The story ends there. There's no resolution. I think the only thing that there is healing for me. And I think this is part of it. I hope it is. That's why I have not mentioned names. I've not been specific about dates. And if the shoe fits, wear it. Don't come for me. If the shoe wear it, don't come for me. Because I didn't allege anything. I didn't call anyone anything. And if you're gonna go and piece things together, well, that's for you to do. I'm healing. I am healing. And unburdening. Taking the weight of silence off my shoulder. Yeah. And creating space for new things. Yeah. Anyway, that was deep. That was intense. That was wow. Let me love and leave you. I will see you on the next one. And if you are new here, fam, welcome. Wamkelekile. I hope you stay. I hope you subscribe, like, share, and comment and engage. And fam, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you kakhulu. I appreciate you kakhulu. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you sharing my videos and liking my videos. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a night because it's at night now. Time now is 8:30. I will see you on the next one. Good night.